All right. Welcome back to another Poleros podcast. It's episode 7 official after 2 weeks of just being absent. What's up, guys? How's everything?
Still losing bets.
Oh,
It's going. It's
it's
going,
going.
guys.
You guys like the new background?
I love it. I think it's awesome. The
Yeah.
Poleros, the three little beers there. I
Yeah.
love it. I love the
Jose, what
background.
do you
Looks super
think?
dope.
I think it should have been blue.
No, no,
Wow.
no,
Just fucking around. Julio hates
no.
blue,
I
so
hate
yeah.
that color.
Well, guys, I have one more surprise before we get started. I actually didn't tell you guys before we started, so I have one more surprise. Are you ready for
Get
this?
my beer ready.
Oh, well, let me.
I'll get my beer ready for this
We have a high
surprise.
noon, just saying.
I do at a high noon. I'm sorry. I didn't go shopping for beer. But I hope you guys like what I'm about to show you guys.
All right, let's go.
And welcome to the Poleros podcast with Jose, Alex, and Julian. How is that? How is that? Get it.
Oh, that's pretty
Love it.
fire. That's pretty
Love
fire.
it. Love it.
That is
That's
our brand
fine.
new intro. That is the first time we show that intro, and these guys had no idea that I had worked on that and I had created that. So I'm glad that I was able to surprise you guys. Yes.
I was like, why am I muted, bro? What the fuck?
Dude,
I was getting pissed already.
that
bro.
was
That's fire. That's fire.
fire. Got the
Awesome. So
voice and
now
everything.
officially, welcome back to the Poleros podcast because now it's official. We are
That's-
on. I told you we're gonna keep getting better every episode, right? Like, I mean, it only can get worse, you know.
It
Oh.
can, bitch! You just said we're getting better, and now we're gonna get worse. How does that work?
If you go backwards, it can only
lost
get
me
worse.
there. You lost me there.
Oh man, how you guys been? I mean, we weren't here last week, so if anybody was watching, they're probably like, the dates are all wrong. But shout outs to the both of you for just kind of like switching the dates back and forth. But that's okay.
Yeah.
We all have.
Is,
That one's on me, guys. I apologize.
and Hurricane Helena.
This
was
being
Alex.
poor was not a good business adventure. So when you gotta work, it's
Yeah, how was that, by the way? You flew out. You were like,
no. We went to ATL for a seminar
Woo,
from a great
ATL.
company. Yeah, shout out to the people at ATL. I met no one because we were stuck at the hotel the whole time. And it was just work. It was fun, but dude, we started at 6 and we ended like at 11.
oof.
Both days of the seminar. Oh, fuck, dude. So
Yeah. So,
well,
so that's why.
that's why
we
I
wouldn't do
mean,
anything.
I apologize.
And
guys.
Alex almost died in the hurricane.
Well, how? I mean, I didn't almost die in the hurricane. I was fine.
Lost
You
his
were
power
fine.
for 3 hours. He's a big guy. AC,
I did lose my power for a little bit. I was a little scared. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm alive. I'm good in gravy. Good to see you guys again. Let's just jump into it, right? We wanted to talk a little bit about sports journalists and whether or not you can believe them, whether you can or to what extent can we believe some of these sports journalists, right? I mean, we cover different types of sports. We love different types of
Fuck 'em.
sports, and and I'm sure, like Jose says, like F them. Where do we go wrong with this? Like, is there a certain point that it's just like, F this guy, he clearly hates this team, or he clearly hates this athlete, or what is it about certain sports journalists and not like their like biased takes that kind of bothers you? If you have any examples of something like that.
I'm just gonna say one thing. They're like politicians, right? They're scumbags. They only focus on one team, their favorite team, and they're biased. That's the only thing I gotta say for now. They're scumbags, man. I don't like them. They always it's like they have their favoritism and they show it since like the beginning. Like if you're gonna be a sports journalist, you have to be like middle ground, and just analyze basketball, soccer, whatever it is. It'd be like, be in the middle and be like, I think this team played bad because of this, and this team played great, even if like my favorite team is the one that played bad. I don't know if that kind of makes sense.
I mean, I kind of I disagree with Jose a little bit on the fact that they can't be biased, or they can't have a favorite team. I don't mind that, but if you're gonna be biased, own up to your bias.
Oh,
If you're
well,
gonna
yeah, that is
say
true.
if you're gonna say this guy's shit, when someone tells you, "Oh, but he performed last game," you can't say, "Oh, well, that didn't count." It was an easy game. Trying to
Mm.
discredit it. No, own up to, yeah, I said he was shit. I messed up.
He proved
Now,
me wrong.
Yeah,
now
you're
he
right.
proved me
You're right.
wrong.
You're
You
right.
get me? So you can have a favorite team. I don't mind that. And the favoritism, I think, has to do a lot with, like, when they only talk about Real Madrid or the Bulls or whatever sports franchise and whatever market you're in. I think it
Yeah.
has a lot to do with marketing. But my problem with sports journalism today is that they give an opinion, and then when they're proven wrong, when it's no longer valid, they kind of adjust their argument. Yo les digo acomodados. They put it in such a way that, like, I said it, but I didn't really mean it. Instead of saying, you know what, I fucked up.
I agree. I
So,
agree.
like, and there's like a couple, not a couple. There's a lot of them, and you start to hate them because of not of who they like, but the arguments they use to bring some of the players or some of the athletes down, and that pisses me off. I don't
So
mind
give us
having
an
a favorite.
example.
For example, not I'm not I'm there's a Colombian journalist called Carlos Antonio Vélez. Everybody that I talk to that likes to watch hear him talk, he has his own podcast too. He has his own little radio show.
Hmm.
He did an interview a couple of weeks back talking about how he approaches journalism. He says, "I'm not a fan of any team," and then 2 seconds later he said, "I used to be fans of Once Caldas, but I'm not a fan of any team because that takes away from objectivity." Okay. Bullshit, first of all, because he does have a clear favorite. But then he goes on and he talks shit about James Rodriguez. He hates him for some reason. He does not
Yeah.
like him. He
Mhm.
does James Rodriguez. And then he was just named the best player in a Copa America with Di Maria, Vinicius, Messi, Lautaro Martinez, all these great players. He
He
was named,
refuses to say hummus.
and he was like, "Why is he the best player? He made it to the final. He played a great. No, he played against the easy teams. But when he had to play, he didn't show up. I'm like, what? Well, they lost the final, but James played great. I'm like, his level of hate and his level of bias, and even when he's proven wrong, he can't take it, and it pisses me the fuck off, bro. Like,
Right.
where's your analysis then? Because if it's gonna be just your opinion with no argument, hey, pay me, and I'm a great shit talker too. So
Right.
pay me.
Does this go down into into like maybe like the way that it's all set up now, where hate is the best, is like the biggest money, like
Yeah, it's what sells.
yeah, it's what sells, right? Like hating on
Controversy.
someone's what sells. Yeah. Because
Controversy.
I feel like in a sense, like
Arguments.
I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was telling me that, for like sports writing, like there's a lot of people that will just hate on their particular favorite team because they just can talk shit about their favorite team. I can talk shit about my favorite team because I know where their deficiencies are at, right? But I feel like sometimes I'm also like, I can see the good though. I can see the good in my team. I can see like where's the talent and stuff like that. So I don't understand where someone like him can not sit there and say, you know what, James had a great tournament, man. He proved me wrong. You know what I mean? I don't know why it hurts somebody like him to say something like Skip Bayless. It's another person that comes to mind. Like he refuses to be wrong. Even though
Oh,
they continuously continue to put his like the things that he says wrong. He won't admit to it. He'll just be like, oh, whatever, it was a bad day or whatever the case may be. Now
With
he's
his
no
made
longer
up
on TV.
words. With
Oh
his made
yeah,
up words.
right, exactly.
I
So
can't
I don't get it. I
No,
don't get,
dude.
and I'm a big hater. I don't know.
Oh no, yeah, we know you're big, and we know you're a hater, so that's clear. Those 2 points, tan claros, mi rey. But
Absolutely.
bro, there's some journalists out there, and for example, this whole debate, like having those debates when they say, okay, who's the greatest of all time, and some people say LeBron, and you hear these people on various
say.
platforms talk
Yeah.
shit. And my problem with that conversation, and we talked about this before, I think, it's you're not gonna prove which one's better. First of all, they didn't play against each other, and it's very subjective. But when you have those conversations, they never bring up arguments. They just bring up stats and opinions. If you're gonna bring that up, show me your critical thinking guy. All right, let's go back to the FCAT days and show me your work. All right, why are you bringing these numbers up? And it's subjective. They never do that. It's just LeBron's the GOAT because he won 4 rings. All right, but what does that mean? How did he win them? All that stuff, like their argument and how they phrase the question on some of these analysis, if we can call them that, is bullshit. and that's my problem. So I rarely believe sports journalism because they're not really journalists. It's not like a politician or they're covering politics or something like that. But what I do is like, all right, let me hear this guy out and see if he has like a good argument, a good thought process. And they really never do. To say something like I heard JJ Redick say something as stupid as Larry Bird wasn't a good shooter or something to that effect. I don't remember exactly his
He said
words.
something along the lines like he played against plumbers or something like that. I think it was.
That's the stupidest argument someone could ever do. But
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
What was it? Jose, you don't think he was a good shooter?
He wasn't.
Based on
He
the stats,
wasn't.
you say, right? You were saying based on the stats.
Well, based on the stats and
Yeah.
the stuff that you see
Back then, you have to understand not a lot of people were doing what he was doing. So for his generation,
impressive
like
what
he was
did
a
in
great
his
shooter.
generation, amazing, yeah. But if we're gonna sit again, it's due to what I've seen and what I've experienced, and this is what I have analyzed myself. I don't think he is. It's my opinion. I'm not saying I'm correct because I can be wrong.
But
He can
but
play
can we say,
1-on-1 and be. He's what 60. He's gonna spank my ass, bro. Like it's.
but can we say that everybody humans evolve, right? Like I mean, people
course,
get
yeah,
stronger, people get taller, right? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I at one point I was the tallest in my family. Now I have like kids that are 13 years old above me. Like it's I feel like the game also changes, right? Like the more 3-pointers you shoot. I mean, Steph Curry's shooting threes like it's nothing. I'm sure in 20 years people are gonna be shooting threes from half court, and and it's gonna be like Steph Curry, who, like, you know what I mean? Like he wasn't that good of a shooter because look at this guy shooting from half court.
Oh, yeah, that is
Like,
true.
so like I just feel like
We
it
evolve.
evolves.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know how and correct me if I'm wrong, but like I don't think like human beings are evolving that fast in the last 50 years. I
Not
think
necessarily.
the technology that we use and the equipment we use has gotten so much better that they can perform.
Yeah,
Like,
we talked about this. So
yeah, we talked
like
about this.
it's
We
just
talked
the
about this.
training and everything has changed.
So you got
and
me, but like
Absolutely.
height and all that.
context matters when you're a sports journalist, dude.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
they never put that forth. They never be like, all right, in this area, yeah, they didn't take that many threes, but when he did it, or when Larry Bird did it, he was the best shooter in that time frame.
Oh, yeah.
Could he do it today?
You're right.
I don't know because he didn't play, dude.
Yeah.
He was born in 1940 or some shit like that. I don't know how old Larry Bird is, but my point is, you have to put those things in context, and sports journalists never do, bro.
No,
They
that is
never put it in context.
He would be 40 something if he was playing in the 80s. So I think he was probably born in the 60s or 70s, probably. I'm just
40s.
saying. You did say the 40s. That's what I'm saying. He would be 40 something playing in the 80s. I don't know if that was the case.
Oh yeah.
My
math wasn't mathing correctly.
Just putting that out there, but look, that's a way that some of us could be wrong. Last week we got called out for the wrong information we gave. So we said in the last episode that P. Diddy was dating Sierra, and I was completely wrong. We already had a couple drinks in, but he was dating Cassie, right? So it wasn't even Sierra. It wasn't Russell Wilson's wife, it was Cassie, though, a completely different singer. And of course, the funny thing was you were like, oh, the one that sings what was the song? 1 2 Step. And I'm over here like, yeah, like agreeing with you like an idiot. So, we can get things wrong because sometimes we're talking, on the hop, or we got drinks in us like we do, whatever the case may be. So, I think it's okay to say, hey, I was wrong. I said something incorrect.
It should be the norm to be like, hey,
it should be.
Julie's right, Alex is right, and it's normal, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's
I love it when you say that, Jose. Can you say it again?
Yeah, Jose doesn't say that much. Say that again.
No, you never say. Say it again. You never say that.
You guys are right.
Oh man, that is. I think we got this recorded, so that's okay. Let me make sure it's recorded. Oh yeah,
like,
recorded.
And one thing that
let me get a point out.
Yeah.
Sports analyst or sports, whatever you want to call it, like the things, whatever, the channels and the arguments and all stuff, they have become so like gossip, and they've become like the new what is that called?
TMZ?
No, not TMZ. Yes, but they become like a reality TV. Reality TV. We all think it's true, but it's not. They're there to fight. They're there to argue. The only reason that sometimes, like, a lot of people watch sports analysts and sports journalists is due to that. It's because they want to hear them fight. They want to hear them screaming at each other. Like, we've seen all these on all these platforms. What's the main ones? What are the ones that get the best rating? Or the ones that are fighting across the table, screaming at each other? Doesn't matter if it's in Argentina, Mexico, Colombia, United States. If they're fighting, Exactly. What do? They're just screaming at each other. It's like,
And they
I'm
don't
right,
know
I'm
shit.
always right, and this is the
Yeah.
point. No, dude, like, why can't we just sit down and be like, hey, maybe you're correct. Maybe I kind of noticed that differently due to my emotion that time of like, I was pissed at James because he didn't score that goal, or I was pissed at LeBron James because he didn't win 6 rings,
So
like
and so.
6 rings that he said that he's gonna win in Miami Heat. It's all of that stuff, like how Juli says. It's everything. We had to analyze everything. We can't just do it based on like just one statistic. It's based on everything. Everything around. It's like due to like how we spoke about it before, but due to what era we are born in, we think these players are the best. So of course we're always gonna focus on those players. So of course we're gonna defend those players. You get what I'm saying?
No, 100%,
No, yeah,
100%.
So it's like
100%.
There's
we
not many
can't we
people
can't
now
yeah,
talking about Pele. Yeah, you know what I
exactly.
mean? There's not. Yeah.
Bro, like Hendrick saying that's his fucking favorite player. Nah, bro, get out of here. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna get into that.
Have you seen
But
the memes? They're amazing.
dude, that guy's 15, bro. Like, how you gonna tell me
Hey,
you
but
were
if you
watching?
watch the tapes,
Okay.
or maybe. I mean, I don't know. I mean, look, the thing is
I
that
don't think the issue with Henrik on that one was the fact that he said that. The thing is like he was like clearly lying. Like, bro, you didn't
yeah,
even watch the tape.
Clearly
Had you
freaking
watched the
lying.
tape, maybe I would believe you. But like, he was clearly lying. Like, you could see it's like when LeBron takes out a book to admire you,
Oh,
and you know
dude,
he
that
didn't
was
read it.
hilarious. Like, that chapter that said all of this stuff and cover this. Yeah, bro, we know that. Like, I used to do that in high school to extend my paragraphs, bro.
I think I still
Just
do
spark
that.
notes. No, yeah,
Oh my
or
god.
when LeBron's like they talked to him, they asked him about Liverpool because he owns some of the stakes. Like, who's your favorite player at Liverpool? Oh, I got a lot, and like you could tell that he was googling Liverpool
Yeah.
quick as fuck.
Right.
And he's
I
like,
Did you guys see recently too? I mean, the other day they pull a prank on Rob Gronkowski. You guys know who Gronk is, right? From
Yeah.
old Patriots player. So he's on Fox now and he's doing the show, and they did a prank on him. He had no idea, and they started talking about the Cowboys had this new tight end, Rico Randall, some shit like that, made up name. They even had a fake image of a player like that, was like chilling like this, like, and you could, the camera was just on him, and he was the whole time he was like, you could tell he was like, his mind was like, who is this? And then when it got to him, he's like, no, you know what? Like, they still got Ferguson because that's the actual guy that plays that position. And he's like, I think they'll still give it to him. I mean, he's the guy. And they're like, no, but this dude is coming back from an injury. And they goofed his ass so much because they were like, oh, this guy, he's the first player to have only 2 fingers on his left hand or something like that. Like he's missing 2 fingers. And he was like, do you think that's going to affect him? And he's like, I mean, I got all 5 of my fingers. And they're like, you mean 10? Dude, it was the funniest thing ever, but it kind of brings to that point. It's like he had no idea. He still tried to come up with something in his head and try to come up with the best that he had with the information that he had. But afterwards, he said, he was like, guys, I swear, as soon as this was going to go off, I was going to be like, who the hell are you guys talking about? Because he had no idea from the beginning. Yeah, because that's tough to say that in national TV, though. Can you say that?
But why is that wrong?
We have, but it's not wrong. He could have been like, yo, who the hell is that guy?
Yeah, I never heard of this guy before.
Where the F did he come from? I know we're trying to
slim on those swear words. We're gonna see how much it is when we get a couple of drinks in us and see how much we curse. But
no, but yeah, it's you have to normalize being like, okay, you know what? I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about. Like, I'd rather not even give my opinion because you're talking about someone that I don't even know who that is, and I think that should be okay. Now,
but in this world,
it should be a norm.
Sorry, Alex.
No, I was gonna say, but in this world of people that just don't like forgive anybody, because I feel like everybody is in this world right now, and like Twitter and social medias, they're all about pointing the fingers. They're all about pointing the fingers and just like shaming you for not knowing that information, right? Like, I think it was like Stephen A. Smith.
Google, we can't know everything, man.
Right.
Even if he's like a professional football player, he's not gonna know everything. Like,
there's 52 players on 30.
These guys, they live.
There's 52 players, and like you don't know all of them,
dude. Like who? Like, dude, Juli that loves soccer. Does he know every soccer player in the world? No, man.
No.
It's normal
it's
to be.
difficult.
I don't know who that guy is.
That's why his fantasy sucks.
But yo, I'm under him. Relax, bro.
How are you guys who know more soccer than I do behind me? I'm in second place right now. It's beyond me.
I hate that game.
I
I hate
draft
it with the burning
due to love. Right? Because I love these players and I'm like, they're gonna do well. But you can't do that. You see? Like,
No,
Can't do
I'm
that in
being
fantasy.
biased.
bro.
I'm being biased.
bro. Like, how is it that I went? It was the second match. It's I think match day 2.
Yeah,
The second, yeah.
yeah.
Match
You were like in fourth.
I was in second place.
Oh, second. That's
I
what
had
it
a
was. Yeah,
tremendous first match day
yeah.
1,
like 86 points, bro. So something like that.
bro. But look at what is Mbappe, Haaland. They forgot how to score.
Yeah.
They're just like,
Mbappe
nah,
hasn't done anything.
and
No,
then
let me guess.
and then they go they go for this one. I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna get Harry Kane. He scored 5 goals last season, last game match.
They lose.
They lost today. Yeah. Thanks to Duran.
John Duran came was
And you know what the best part is? My goalie, that's from Juventus.
-3.
Yeah, yeah.
I did see that. I did
I
see
didn't
that.
put
I'm sorry.
Alexander Arnold because I put in Kimmich because I thought he was gonna have a game with Harry Kane. I had him on my bench, 9 points
Yeah.
on the bench.
And
Yeah.
then
In case
me
you don't know,
thinking
game.
freaking Benfica was gonna be a normal game for Atleti. Freaking
Yeah.
Benfica.
Oh,
Di
yeah.
Maria
4-0.
said, let me just give you the left hook, boys. Like, nah, come
Hey, man,
on,
those
man.
Portuguese
And
play,
you know I
man. Those
love Di
Portuguese
Maria,
play.
man. But
Shout out to the
No, I hate that
Portuguese,
game.
man.
I
My
hate that
Portuguese
game.
friends, they're great. Listen, I mean, you know, if people don't know what we're talking about, we're talking about Fantasy Champions League. You know, we play that. Essentially, you pick a team every like match day to like construct your starting
every 2
11.
weeks you hate your life.
Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful. I had a great match day 1. I was in fourth, but I was like calm. I knew where I missed my opportunity. Match day 2, I came off with another strong performance. So I'm right behind. You know, I'm like 40 points behind number 1. But I'm going to try to catch up sooner or later.
Yeah, my season's over, so
Yeah, but no, dude, it isn't. You said that last year too to me, and I was like, nah. I kept trucking along, and I almost got third, man. I'm just saying, keep
you almost
fighting,
got
man.
third. You lost.
I lost because the last day I was like I was in a meeting and I forgot to change my lineup, and I was so upset because I was like, F, bro, like that could have been me, bro, right there in third place, getting like more money than I think I got. I think I got like my money back or something like that. I forgot what it was. But speaking about gambling,
Okay.
we're gonna transition into this called Double or Nothing, right? So, you know, lately, guys, I've been into the gambling, man. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys
That
know,
was
right?
my fault.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Alex.
It is Jose's fault. Jose got me into it. I don't know what happened if he got into a conversation. And I told him, I was like, I don't really like gambling. I don't really like
Copa
risking.
America, and I showed you
That's what it
my
was.
ticket,
He showed
and I
me.
was like, "Look, I won 100 and something," and you're like,
And it
"All right,
intrigued
I
me.
got this."
Nah.
It intrigued me. And I was like, maybe I could pull it off, man. And it was like the Euros. It was the Euros. It was the Euro
Euros
game.
and Copa America, yeah.
Yeah, because it was Italy versus who was it that they played against? That team that almost screwed you. Albania?
Yeah, dude, the Italy made that freaking
That goal.
Hooli.
No,
It was
Albania
one of
made the
the
goal in 3 minutes.
Yeah, Albania, yeah, less than
Yeah,
3 minutes in seconds.
yeah, like
I was like,
in like
what?
seconds.
Yeah.
Dude, and Jose had put a bet on it. So I went through this whole binge of like making bets, right? Where like I would have like England versus Slovakia, and I'm like, come on, guy, England's gonna win this game, right? And then Slovakia would be winning 1-0, and I'm ripping my hairs apart because it's like the 81st minute. So my whole parlay is gonna fall apart. So now what I started doing was I was like, all right, parlay is almost going to be over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick Slovakia to win and pick the other teams that are winning, so I can get some type of money back. And then I would do something like that, and then like literally I would put Slovakia winning with like the 87th minute, and then England would score and tie the game. And I'm like, bro, no way, you just ruined me again. Like, so it was rough. It was a rough like couple weeks. I must say, the NFL, I'm doing great. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty decent. Every week I'm winning like, you know, $60 here, $40 there. I'll lose like 10 there, and then I'll regain it back. So I'm not too shabby.
What's the most you bet, Alex?
$10 a bet. So before I was doing like 25, $50 because I was like, oh, like, you know, I'm trying to like make thousands, right? But then I realized I was like, yo, you could do the same with $10 and like, and I'm pretty, last week I was one like leg away from winning $6,000 with a $10 bet. All I needed was Brock Purdy to score one more touchdown and against the Patriots, and it was just like it was a mess. But I was this close. Then I went to the Dolphins game and I made a bunch of bets there, and I almost ran into the field and killed people. Like I was ready to start stabbing people. Like the first quarter, I was like, "We're good. Everything's falling into place." By the end of the third quarter, I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna murder somebody. Somebody's going to die today if this shit don't hit." And it did not hit. It did not hit. Let me tell
Who
you.
did you murder?
So I murdered my penis that night.
Oh, didn't we say we're gonna try to be more PG, bro?
Oh man, I'm joking. I'm kidding. I was too upset to even touch myself. I just showered in shame and went to bed right after. I was so
Shame,
disgusted.
He
shame.
cried, jerked it. He cried, jerked it. You could tell he used his tears to lube it up.
I beat my dick like it owed me money.
But like, you know why I asked you how much you bet? Because it's a $10 like per bet, and like how many bets do you do in a week?
So usually for the NFL, I usually do about 3. I'll usually
So it's $30.
yeah. So
So it's 10,
essentially,
10, and 10.
yeah,
Basic
exactly.
math, right?
So last week I betted 30 and I won 88. You know what I mean? So like I made out. You know what I mean? But essentially, what ends up happening is, the way I bet is I do Thursday night football with maybe like a couple of games from the 1 p.m. games that I think are solid wins. Like this team is gonna definitely win. And then if that doesn't hit, I'll usually go to the 4 o'clock games and I'll pick the winners of who I think would win 4 o'clock plus the Sunday night game. So like combined. If that don't hit, then essentially what I'm doing is Sunday and Monday night football. I'm doing a bunch of like parlays to like try to hit and make some like on the money back. Usually it's a lot more than the money back. You know, if one of these hit, I'm making a lot more than I've actually like spent.
So in your profit loss analysis,
yeah, right now I'm at
money?
positive. As of the end of week 4, I'm at positive 84.
Are you adding Copa America? Well,
No. I'm not adding those because I lost in that one. I definitely lost in that one. That one was, but like I was explaining, like to you guys in another conversation. I said, what really killed me with the soccer one is the ties. The tied games really kill you. It is the worst thing, and then especially, when you bet, right? Let's say you bet in the quarterfinals where you're like, oh, there's got to be a winner. Not necessarily. If you don't put winner in 90 minutes plus
90 minutes, oh my god, I hated that shit, bro.
Dude, that was the worst thing. Exactly. So even if like your team won in extra time, if you didn't specify that they were going to win in extra time,
yeah, England and Euros like winning extra time all the time. Like,
I love how Jose thinks he can go back in time and fix his mistake. Like you already said it, bro. Like there's no dump on. There's no dump on this,
bro. Rewiring it, right?
It's perfect. It's perfectly fine to piss off on England because they shitted the whole bed. They shitted the whole bed, man. Every single time you bet it with England, they blew it.
So the worst part is,
realistically,
you know what? No, wait. Before Juli keeps going, I'm going back to the topic of terrible. I'm trying not to curse. Terrible sports journalists. The only person that was saving their ass was Bellingham, and you want to talk crap about him? You know how much crap they talked about him during that Euros? And the only reason they made it so far was because of that man. And they were coming out as like, oh, we should have gone to the finals if Bellingham performed better. What?
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
There's 10 other people that play in the ELP that are shit in that team.
That's so crazy because that team is an all-star team. That team is an all-star team, right? Like
it's
essentially,
a hyped up team.
Well, no, it's a hyped up team for the results that they get. But like that team, essentially, player for player, you're like, yo, that's a talented squad. That squad should be getting into the finals and winning. Like, if of course I know that you look at the EPL and you look at it like, more broader and say like,
not the EPL. The English national team has always had that look. When days of Beckham, Lampard, Gerrard, Ashley Cole, they
agreed.
They always thought, 100%. We have a squad, but when you get down to it, they don't. And I agree 100% with Jose. Bellingham balled out, but the thing is, I mean, that guy was.
What else can you do, right?
But
Foden. I felt like was nowhere to be seen. I felt like Foden was nowhere to be seen. I felt like
Saka
was. Yeah, I mean, like Saka was nowhere to be seen either. I mean, so there's a lot of issues. I mean, we're getting into a whole other topic.
You know who was
animal.
Harry Maguire.
He really was. He really was, man. Maguire, as much as we hate him because he sucks, but as much as like for example, I play fantasy EPL and the mofo put some points up, man.
How much money are you wasting on this? Because you're playing fantasy, that's $50, bro. You're betting $30. How much Are you paying your rent, my guy? I'm actually now genuinely like
Oh, they
concerned.
got my windows boarded up.
So because you do it like I don't know how much like on average on sports betting money. How much
It's
do you
hard to
use,
say.
Alex?
It's hard to say on average because here's the thing, right? So, for example, my
When
fantasy
you say it's
sports
hard to
in
say when it's just
it's
basic
it's hard to say.
addition, bro.
No, no, but I'm going to tell
Come
you
on,
why.
don't.
Because I don't think about the amount that I'm actually spending. I'll give you a perfect example of why. So, for example, like my fantasy football, I have essentially I have four leagues that I pay money for. Right, my league is 200, but I don't usually pay it right away. Since my league, I can pay it. Since it's my league, I usually pay it towards the end. So, like, I'll come up with the money little by little. Then there's other leagues that will pay
Wow,
50,
what
a
a
hundred
rat!
dollars. Well, no, I mean everybody gets paid. I've been doing it for 17 years. No one can sit there and say I haven't paid them. That's one thing
What
that
a rat!
I'm a man of my word. You get your money. Um, and then in other leagues, same thing. Like people are pretty like, oh yeah, just pay it off as long as it's paid before the playoffs start. Like you're good, and it's like $50 here, $100 there. So essentially, I think overall in the whole season, I'm spending about 600. You know, but the odds of like if I were to win just one my league, for example, if I was to win my league, it's $1,400 that I get back. So one particular year I won 3 leagues. And I made over $2,000. So it just kind of and I love fantasy because even if I was to lose, fantasy is a very fun football. Fantasy football is a very, very fun thing to do. I just got into soccer. Last year was my first year playing it. I got fourth place, so I got my money. I think I got my money back, and it was fun. I had a great time playing it, and I did it again this second year. I got to bring you guys in it, in case because it's fun. It's like it gets. I watch soccer so much differently now because I'm actually watching games that I would never watch. I would never watch Watford versus freaking Ipswich Town or whatever. Like I would never watch those games before. Now I'm like watching because I'm like, yo, I need to see if my forward is gonna do something or my goalie's gonna do something, and like so it makes it a little bit more exciting. But yeah, I mean, I play fantasy basketball, I play EPL, I play
Honestly,
Champions League. I mean, it's
basketball
So,
is
fun.
like,
great.
for example, Jose, same question. You bet, right? But you don't bet that much. At least I haven't heard you as active as Alex.
I'm only active when the World Cup comes, like Copa America and all that stuff.
So, on average, how much would you say you spend?
Copa America,
Well,
I
this year,
this year I'll say $300.
$300. Okay, that sounds reasonable.
And Colombia all lost it because they fucking lost
Yeah,
last.
But you feel
I didn't ask that.
comfortable with soccer, right? You feel comfortable with betting on soccer, right? Like
Yeah, I
that's a
do.
No,
sport that so I felt more comfortable with football. I tried the soccer one and I realized that like I'm it was too much, like I got too much into it that I didn't realize how bad the odds were. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because it can go through anything,
the
penalties,
spreads in soccer are just terrible.
yeah,
They're considered one of the
yeah,
worst sports to bet on because it's
yeah,
like the
right,
end, like it's stupid. It's like you
right.
end in
yeah.
a tie, you can go to extra time and all that stuff, and it all adds until you're
I
betting on.
don't, I
I
don't, I
mean,
don't bet that often, but I did hear
yeah.
like one of these guys, like on one of those reels, like one of those guys that actually like bets a lot. He goes, "I bet on baseball, basketball, and football. I don't touch soccer. It's
Mhm.
just too much.
Stupid.
Like they don't the
Too many
stats
factors.
or whatever, like the percentages that they use to like make that accurate betting
Argument.
or whatever. Yeah, they're like, nah, we can't. It's too
It's a
much. And if
sport
you're,
that
yeah,
it's a sport that
I
you
have
can't
heard
really
that.
guess. Like be like, hey, like this team is gonna win. No, like it can go one way or
The
another.
sport with one of the best strikers in the world hasn't won a title. So
Well,
you know.
and that's the issue. That's the issue. I mean, all it takes is
Yeah,
one
you're
red
right. You're
card
right.
to change your whole game. The whole game changes with a one red card. I mean, look at that Arsenal
One
Man
goal
City game.
changes up everything,
One goal
bro.
changes a game, right? So yeah, but like for example, like Italy came back after that one goal, right? So like there's certain moments that it does change it, but a red card can completely change a game. Arsenal was beating Man City, and then they get a red card, and like the whole game, Man City's attacking Arsenal. Like till
Holding.
basically they scored, until the end of the game.
Did
So
you
I
see
mean,
how Haaland grabbed the ball and just smacked it?
oh my god, what a dickhead! What a dick! What a Norwegian dickhead! Jesus.
He is a dick, bro.
I laughed my ass off. I'm
I
like,
did laugh a little bit, but I was like, that's
oh no,
foul.
it's completely messed up. But I
So messed
mean,
up.
I love the fact that he knows he's a bad guy, so he's just owning it. Like, fuck
Why
it.
isn't nobody
But
going for his knees?
have you seen how big that guy is?
Yeah, but you could catch him on the side, man. I mean,
That
that's
guy is
over.
huge, bro.
Yeah, an ACL is an ACL. I don't care how big you get, an ACL does
Yeah,
not
but
grow.
No, I know you're right. You're correct about that. But you kick that man's leg, you gotta make sure you freaking swing right, dude. Because if
Yeah,
not, you
no,
might end up
not
hurt yourself.
yeah,
Because
because if you
that
don't,
Viking will get up and completely tear you apart. When Borre stood up to him, I'm like, get your cheap chat ass back down, bro. Get away.
if I was to slide at him and
Oh,
he didn't flinch, I would right away like act like I pulled something and I'd be like on the floor, like
Especially because he
take
looks
me.
like he looks like perfect Boo. He's tall. Like, have you seen
Oh
him?
my god,
He looks like Boo, bro. Like, God.
with that perfect shaped head.
Yeah.
he looks. You guys ever watch Ghostbusters 2?
Yes.
The painting, remember the painting? He looks like
Oh
he
my
that's his dad. That he looks like that's his father. The painting, you know what I'm talking about, right? The painting of the ghost. That
god.
looks like that guy is the dad of fucking Alan. Are you gonna pull it up for us?
Yeah.
For everybody watching on YouTube, you know, we're about to pull that up. But yeah,
Oh,
he looks
hold on.
like him. Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah, I
I
got
know
you.
spelling is not your thing, but
No,
just
it's
put
really,
two,
bro.
two
It's
words together.
Google
Okay,
doesn't know what the
we
fuck
gotta
to do.
talk about that, all right? Real quick. Let's change it up. All right, Huli, you speak English, right? You're always
Barely.
typing in English, right?
Mhm.
Why is your keyboard in Spanish, my friend? And you type it in English, dude? And you got fat ass fingers. You got fat fingers syndrome, bro. You click 3 freaking letters in one. Why do you do that
I
to
got stubby
yourself,
little
man?
fingers. Well, this is the actual truth. I didn't learn English very well, and the little Spanish that I did know, I'm forgetting. So that's basically my issue. And I have my keyboard in Spanish and in English. The thing is, I forget to change it, dude. It's not that I want to like type. See, I'm even forgetting how to talk right now. So the point is, like, I honestly try to like sound out the word. I can't, bro. And then this thing that puts up like suggestions, I'm like, oh, it's that one, and it's not. And it's not because it's in Spanish when I'm writing in English. So like I forget to do that, but it's not that I want to be a bad speller. I don't go out of my way to do that, and it has caused some problems, bro. Because I try to give like to my wife, like the guy that you just saw pass by. I'm like, hey, amor, I need this, and that. And in my mind, I'm like, I gave her clear cut instructions. I get home, she's like, did you have a stroke? What did you write?
Every day I say that. Every time I read your messages, bro, I have a stroke myself. Oh,
Yeah, I can't. Yeah,
I
I'm
don't know why,
scared. I'm scared to read
and
your
like
messages. Being
I
this
don't know
weight,
why,
I'm scared to read your messages.
and the worst part is that at work, my brother, he goes, you gotta like, you know what you're writing on WhatsApp. Like you don't write that way when you write emails, right? I go, no. And then he's like, pull one up, asshole, because I don't trust you. I'm like,
CC
no.
me.
Oh, and
And
now,
like
yeah, you're
that,
working with your boss, so you type like that. He's gonna be like, "Yo, this guy is just
but
autistic, bro."
I can type. I can type very good. I'm
You
a
know what?
great
CC
typer.
me.
Cooley has dyslexia. That's it. That's what it is.
I thought
Could
I
be that.
did, and I used to say that I did, but I don't, bro. I'm just lazy. That's like honestly, when I'm writing, I'm doing like a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm just writing, and I don't read what I'm writing. You get me? Like I don't give it a second glance. So I just boom send, and then he goes, bro, and it pisses me off. That's the worst part. You guys make fun of me for it, and it pisses me off, but I don't get better.
And I'm always the first one.
Like dude, I'm like, you word, like, what's it called, grammar Nazis? What the fuck? I hate y'all. I hate y'all because it's
Listen,
like,
what-
oh, you forgot to do that. I can't understand. And the worst part is that you can understand me.
No, we can't. That's why I say it.
yeah,
No.
honestly, I wouldn't have said it so much if I knew exactly what you were saying. I really sometimes am struggling to know what you're saying. I have no
I try to
idea,
break it
and
down, bro. Da Vinci
yeah,
Code that bitch. I can't.
please,
Like,
please.
it's like,
I try, bro, but it's not my fault. All right. I forget to change the keyboard. And then, like, you see, like, I'm writing in English and there's a weird enye in there. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
that's not supposed to go there, is it?
the end
But
with
I
the
don't
accent.
try to. I don't try to. Like, I really don't. Let me see if I can, because I pulled up the picture.
Oh, I pulled it up already. Look, I
Oh,
mean,
you
look at
pulled
that.
it up?
That tell
All
me
right,
that don't
bet.
look like Halan's dad. That looks like he belongs to that family, man. Like that's probably him right there being held. Like that's probably him. You know, that that's what he reminds me of, man. That's
you know
the
what that picture just reminded me of, boys?
what's up.
Us three are blessed, bro. You know
That
why?
we're not balding like that.
Dude, because some of our boys got a fucking dude.
We
It's
can't call
bad.
victory just yet. We can't call
Yeah.
it just yet.
No.
I
Because,
could.
We're,
but
I'm
what do you
almost
mean
in
I
my
could? Oh, no,
30s.
yeah.
You guys are in your 30s. You're fine. You're more than fine. Okay?
Thank
These
God,
guys
bro.
were
I've
balding
seen
since
my.
freaking 18, 19, bro.
That's true.
Like
Yeah.
there's no turning back. You gotta go to Turkey to get a freaking new hairline, man. You gotta go paint it, bro. You need Picasso to fix that thing, bro. Like there's no way you're gonna come fix
Bro,
that thing, dog.
thank God. Yo, honestly, yeah. Thank God I'm not going
Like,
bald. Well, at least I
Or
don't. No, I'm good.
or
I
a
think I'm
tattoo.
good.
No,
I
you're
think I'm
good.
good.
no, I
I think
think
I'm
if
good.
you find out like by the age of 20 something that you're like, oh, I'm gonna go bald or I'm not. Like
No. But no, sometimes people, I guess, progressively grow it because if you keep wearing hats, so essentially, I heard that hats
you know
also like
that's
mess up your
but
yeah.
it's a lie. They say it's a lie.
You think so? I mean, I
Yeah.
stopped wearing
I
them
mean,
because of that. I used to
mean,
wear
I
all
I
the
wouldn't
did
hats.
too.
risk it.
I did too. I was like,
I
Yeah.
wouldn't risk it. I used
I
to
don't
wear
want that
like
crazy ass freaking forehead, bro.
that starts like
You used to wear
here.
them backwards?
I used to wear them backwards all the time.
Oh no, I would always rock them to the side. Like, I I have a big head, man. I'm not gonna put my forehead out there like that. So that's a no on my end.
But yeah, dude, we're blessed for that, dude. Like people now are using freaking Bluetooth. Help Alex out. He needs you.
Shout outs to Blue Chew, man.
Hair. And people are going to Turkey to get new hairlines, bro. Nah, dude.
Or
At
the
25 to 30, dude, and you're doing that.
or their local tattoo artist to get their shit tattooed.
Bro.
That's crazy, bro.
That's look. I'll tell you guys a story. Once, like we went to one of our boys' house. We went to one of our boys' house, and there was this guy that we used to hang out with. And he
Amazing
would
guy.
always
Let's just
wear.
say that.
I'm sorry.
Amazing guy.
No, he's a great guy, great dude. He would always wear a hat, and I knew he was bald because he would take it off and whatever. But like it looked like clean shaven. Like he looked
Yeah,
like Mr.
he would
Clean,
buff
bro.
that shit. Like Mr.
That
Clean,
thing
he
was
would buff
Mr.
that
Clean.
shit. Like,
Mr.
and then
Magoo.
one day, like he didn't have his hat. Bro, one day he didn't have his hat, and it looked like he was like letting it grow out a little bit, like he had a little bit of a fade going. And I was trying to be nice. I used to make fun of him because he like le decía, you no tiene un pelo de huevón because he doesn't have hair. So like I would joke with him around and shit like that. And then I see him and I'm like, I was genuinely trying to be a nice guy. And I go, yo, bro, you're letting your hair grow, bro. Good for you. The look he gave me, and he goes, nah, bro, you're an asshole. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He goes, no. You know this is a tattoo, and I'm like, no, jodas, bro. When I'm like, and I didn't ask him,
bro.
and I didn't ask him. I just straight up just
Man.
I touched it, and I'm like, holy shit, yeah, that shit's colored in.
That's just oxidizing. It's turning green.
Pobrecito.
No,
Imagine looking like a
man.
cancer patient for the rest of your life, bro. I can't.
No,
bro.
man.
Imagine looking like a chichichio, bro.
Oh my god! Listen, I've always said that if I was gonna start balding, I would just go bald and just have the beard,
Bro,
right?
just
Like
shave
I would just,
it. Just
yeah, I would
fucking
just
go.
shave it. Like I don't know why people have the whole like bowl thing going on sometimes, and I'm just like,
the thing where they push it forward like that.
Yeah.
oh my god, yeah, dude. I don't know. I can't. What I will say is that my hair is thinning a little bit, so I do need to figure out like how to get it thick again. Like I don't believe in all those
normal,
shampoos.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
but
are
like,
some shampoos that actually do help.
right.
They help.
El shampoo de
Yeah.
caballo.
Oh,
Jabón
God.
Rey. And they're
Jabón
expensive,
Rey.
bro. My wife uses those shampoos because she likes to take care of her hair.
Yeah.
Like 80 pesos. I'm like, bro, that's way too,
Nah.
like that's half our rent.
Calm it down. Yo,
That's a
talking
haircut.
about that. Women are expensive, bro. All right.
You just found
Super
out?
expensive. No, I know this, but we're gonna talk about this.
Descubrió el agua tibia este
Bro.
huevón. Like,
Again,
fuck, bro?
you guys know where I work. I work with a lot of females. Dude, they pay 120 for their nails?
Yeah.
No, that's so
100
Yeah.
120 for
wild,
their
bro.
nails?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing nails myself, bro.
bro. That is so
$6
crazy.
per nail? No, that's $12 per nail. Oh no, if we're gonna count the toes, $6 per nail.
I was about to say your math is not
No, 'cause
mathing,
I
bro.
was thinking about their hands.
Jesus.
I was like, dude, 120, bro. What is that? How much do you guys pay for your haircut?
I usually with tip I pay 60.
60. Okay, Juli.
Yeah.
The most I've paid is 45.
Oh,
Because
damn.
Yeah,
after
you're
when they,
cheap.
when it's more than
62.
40, I go to like let me go to a barber shop that's like $7 a haircut. And I like to like it looks nice. I don't
Yeah,
Yeah, it
you
does.
know.
yeah. That guy must hate cutting your hair.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it takes a good hour.
Como dice el casco.
Oh, and since I'm soy cabezón.
Yeah, that's insane, man. And then their beauty products or this.
Oh yeah, like those. What's that?
their
The contours or whatever the fuck that shit's called. The
contours
face
and
paint.
shit. I don't even know what it
Foundation.
is, bro.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Their lip
Those shits
balms
are
and all that
expensive.
stuff, dude.
Like
I'm like, oh
a
my god,
little pen thing that looks like this, bro. And there's like, and bro,
$80
like
right there. Bah!
$80.
you
That's
know,
a cheap one.
but you know what's
That's
the
a
crazy
cheap
thing?
one, bro.
What's the crazy thing about all this? My mother used to work at a company, doing warehouse stuff, and it was a company that had like lotions and like creams and like beauty products. And my mother used to tell me, she's like, these things are cheap as fuck. And they're
Yeah,
charging like $300 per thing. And like, because it's supposedly from Israel and it's got freaking minerals and it's got this and it's got that. And it's got Gaza kids in it. Like, it was like, I was just like wondering why.
just
I'm
keep
sorry.
going, bro.
I was wondering why they were just so expensive. Like I could not believe how expensive they were, and I was like, "Is this what women are paying their money for? Not knowing
Yeah,
how cheap
dude, it's insane.
the product is." I mean, my mother was getting paid like $10 an hour, like working. I was like, "Get out of there, man! They can't even pay you for freaking the right amount, you know." And you should expose their asses, man. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying that every product is like that, but man, like if most products are like that, because the whole beauty like world has blown up. A lot of girls, I mean, that's all you see nowadays is like get ready with me, and like they're doing their eyelashes and getting lip fillers, and I don't understand, man. A lot of women are so beautiful, man, and they're really messing their whole face
Yeah,
up, man. I don't get
nowadays
it.
you gotta go to the pool. First date. Dunk your asses
I
in.
know. Drop them in the pool, man. See what they really look
Go to the
like.
beach. It's romantic. Yeah, let's go in. Woo!
We do need a beach date.
So the first thing you do, you just grab it from it straight into the pool, straight into the water. Let me see the real you.
That is so terrible. That is
Nah, dude,
terrible.
women like my wife. Thank God she's not height maintenance where she wastes a lot of money. But like the few things that she does spend on, bro, it's a
It's
bunch of
crazy,
money.
dude.
It's crazy amount. And I'm
Same
like,
with my girl, dude. I'm like, it's crazy how
dude,
much, dude.
even like what for like lingerie or stuff like that. Like you could buy a pair of boxers for like what, $10, $5.
I was about to just say that, bro. I spent a couple dollars on my underwear. They
And yeah, your
spent
ball shave, but
night.
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
you
it's
gotta do
usually
what you gotta do.
it's usually what, like $20 for like a 7-pack, 8-pack, or something like that. Like it's not like
Nah,
it's
I'm
not
just
like
kidding.
that bad.
I get
No,
complimented.
it's super cheap for us. But like for
Yeah.
like you go to Victoria's Secret or whatever these like
Mhm.
un hilito, bro, like more than
Yeah.
floss.
But is that their
80
fault?
pesos. I'm like,
Is this their
bro.
fault? Is this their fault essentially because they because look, I brought this up to women and they're like, we're not trying to look nice for you, we're trying to look nice for us. And I'm like,
That's bullshit.
I don't understand that concept. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because if I'm trying to look nice for me, man, I'm not looking nice. I'm looking bummed out. Like I'm trying to be as comfortable as possible. It comes down to like, for example, like the red
I don't
heels, like
disagree with you that you want to look bummy, but you do want to be comfortable. Because
yeah, I
like
want to be
you do
comfortable.
try to like look nice for yourself, because you
No, of
take care of yourself.
course.
But it
I
gets
shave, like after a while, I don't let like, I'm not like some people who can't shave and like, go to a barber shop like every other week. I usually shave and kind of keep myself, for a
You're
whole month
really
because
throwing shade, bro.
I'm not trying
God
to spend.
damn.
Look, man. I'm not trying to spend $60 every 2 weeks. Like I don't think it's necessarily smart, right? Like I don't think women get their nails done every week either. Women usually go every 3 weeks, every month. Once their
But
nails
that's
start, going up.
understandable. But what you just mentioned that you can't shave, bro.
If you
Like, come
can't
on,
shave, man, I don't know, man. You got a
go to
problem.
YouTube, bro. Like, come on, dog.
I
I
don't know.
mean,
I mean, maybe I
Nails,
don't
I
understand
understand, dude.
with
Like,
a
we're
straight
not gonna
razor
be here. Yeah, exactly.
or la navaja. I don't know what
I
it's called.
understand that. I understand that.
yeah,
Like if you don't know how to use that one, all right, bro, because that one you can
Understand.
like
that
literally
one's difficult. That
that
one
one's
blade you could take
But
yourself
we
out.
can
Yeah,
all maintain our beards.
oh
Okay?
yeah,
100%.
We all have beards
yeah,
here, all right?
100%.
We can all
Yeah,
maintain it,
100%.
right?
yeah.
You don't
Yeah,
have to go to a fucking barber to shape it up, bro. Get the
yeah.
fuck
No,
out. No.
I never. I know.
It looks nice. It looks
No,
nice.
but what I actually do is like when I know that I'm getting ready for a haircut, I don't I
Shave.
don't tape it up. So that way, since I'm already going for that, they'll take care of it. But when I have to,
100%.
Understandable.
but when
if
I have
you're
to,
just going just for the beard, nah, come on, man.
That's like a woman like shaving before they wax. You don't do that. You know what I mean? You just let it grow out and then they go do the wax.
oh,
You know?
I don't know about that, dude. I've
No,
never
I'm
done
not
that.
the guys. I'm saying the women. The women, they don't.
No, but
If they're gonna wax, they can't shave because it actually like I think like it like hurts them more because it's a smaller hair follicle. So they want to let the hair grow a little bit more, so that way when they
I don't
pull
want
it,
to
it's a
find
more
out.
of an
I don't know.
easier.
That shit
I
looks
don't know.
painful.
I don't know. I mean,
We
I
would
only
have
did it
to
once.
bring. We would have to bring one of a lovely guest.
Well, I've had girls tell me. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they're lying to me. I don't know. Maybe they
Nah,
want to be nice
again,
to me.
I wouldn't know. I've never shaved my balls.
You never gotten a Brazilian wax?
No,
No?
never
Yeah, me
going
neither.
to.
No, bro.
Never
Like,
going to either.
they're just spreading cheeks there and having normal conversations, bro. Nah, dude, that's not.
That's
Yeah.
wild. I don't understand that either. I don't get that. Like,
How is
you're
that
just
normal? It's like
how
me
is
going to
that
my barber,
normal?
yo, shape my asshole up. No,
Like
dude,
you're just
fuck.
like that. You're just like that. And so how was your day? I'm like, bro,
No.
don't talk, like the fuck?
Yo, did you see Madrid lose? Bro, no.
No.
Like,
What?
dude. Stop.
No.
What's the weirdest thing you've done as far as like something like along those lines? As far as like like beauty, is there any weird things that you've done
Like
before?
beauty-wise?
It's a safe space. Yeah, safe space here.
It's really not, but I'm gonna say it. But I haven't had a lot of
Oh,
weird stuff.
we did the Nair thing.
Oh
Ooh, the
yeah, that's
Nair.
right.
How did that
We
go?
shaved our legs. Oh, it was horrible.
We Naired our legs.
Yeah,
What was the
we-
reason?
We actually made a bet against one of our friends, our bigger friend,
Oh,
and the
Uh-huh.
bet was that he
Friend.
wouldn't hit
Yeah.
top post. All right, top post. Let's say a goal, the top post, whatever. I'm just explaining it for
Yeah.
whatever. Okay.
yeah.
And we told him from half field, dude, you're not gonna hit it. Like
And he
you've
fucking
never
hit
hit it. You've never hit it. It was like
Fuck.
five of the boys against him, and we used to do that in practice all the time. We'll like hit it. We want to hit it, but he
Crossbar
never
challenge.
hit. Crossbar challenge, exactly.
Yeah.
And we're like, yo, you're crossbar challenge. You're not gonna hit it. It's like, what would you guys do if I actually hit it? We're like, we all looked around. Like, we're gonna nair our legs together. I'll do it, bro. First try.
Dinger.
I was like,
Dinger.
no way, bro.
Dinger.
Right in the middle.
Wow.
It wasn't like he hit the top corner. It was, bro.
Yeah, no,
top,
right square in the middle.
in the
Dinger.
top, bro. I was
Disgusting.
like, there's no way, bro.
Disgusting.
And we all sat in the tub together and we naired our legs.
Oh, you're the tub together. All you guys in the tub together. You sick
Sounds-
fucks.
Sounds
Yeah.
super inappropriate because I'm not gonna curse. But yeah. We
Well,
all
no.
sat there like with our shorts and just naired our legs, bro.
With our shorts up to here,
bro. Like
Dude, that
It
thing
was-
smelled like crap,
No,
bro.
huh?
Nair smells horrible.
it's
Oh
pure
my
chemical.
God.
And
bro.
it's straight like burning. It smells like
And the thing is that if you
I don't
leave that
even
shit
know,
on
bro.
for too long, it
Yeah.
burns your
Burns you.
skin.
yeah, bro.
Oh, sure.
It burns
And then
your skin.
after to put jeans, bro, I was like, yo, I feel weird, dog. I feel
When you get
everything right now.
goosebumps, oh,
Yeah,
bro,
it's
it
like,
feels like
oh.
1,000 dude. And
Tough.
since I have hairy ass legs,
Yeah.
I had to do like I remember tuvimos
You
que
have to do it
comprar
twice,
otro,
right?
and I had to do it again. I
Two
had to do it
sessions.
twice because I didn't get all of them.
That's crazy. I'll tell you mine's real quick.
Thing.
I'll tell you mine's real quick. So when I used to train for MMA, they got me into doing an amateur fight. It was my one and only amateur fight. So I got like brand new clothes to do this amateur fight. And one of the things that I got were black shorts. And I get these black shorts. And essentially with the black shorts, my skin was, I mean, this is in the winter in New England. And I'm pearl white at this point. I'm like, damn, dude, this looks ugly. Like I need to do something. So like my friend's like, why don't you just go get a tan? And I'm like, dog, I've never gotten a spray tan. They're like, no, not a spray tan, like a full blown, like you go like out there and you get like a tan and like and you look good. Like, and I'm like, I've never done it before. I don't know what it consists of. So the homegirl took me and we went out there and I asked like all the questions. I was like, what do I gotta do? And like they're like, oh, it's easy. You just stand there butt ass naked and you do like 3 sessions and you'll be nice and tan. What's the color you're looking for? They pulled out the Peter Griffin meme, like which shade of black you want to be. And I remember picking the color. I think it was like, Hulk Hogan wrestling 90s color. And I was like, yeah, I want to look that color. And they're like, perfect. We'll do like 4 sessions. So I go over there and I literally am standing like this, and they gave me headphones to listen to music. I think I was listening to like Usher's Confessions while I'm getting like straight up
This is my
fucking
confession.
tanned out. So that was like my weird one time like weird thing, which I never did it again. It was just a weird
How did
experience.
it
I'm
look?
sitting there.
Is there a
I
picture?
honestly,
of it?
no, I'd have to look for it. But honestly, I didn't see the difference. I felt like I did those 3 sessions for nothing. Like I was
You did
so
the
upset
Ross,
with
fully.
the what.
The Ross.
The Ross, you know.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No,
Which
no,
way
no.
do
It
I
was no.
check?
It was no, not the Ross. I didn't. Thank God I didn't look orange like that. That was my biggest fear. I was like, I'm not trying to go to this fight looking like a Oompa Loompa. You know what I mean? Like, because that would just mess up the whole thing. Like,
Big
but
ass Oompa Loompa, my
a
boy.
big ass Oompa Loompa. Like, I did not want to look like that. That's for
You ate
sure.
like
But
5 Oompa Loompas, bro.
I was in better shape back then. I can tell you that.
But like that all those things I rarely like beauty or whatever. I mean, guys don't really do that. What I do find weird, and one time it was done to me, I didn't ask for it, was when they get their eyebrows shaped up.
Oh,
Guys,
hell
when they go to the barber,
A Puerto Rican. That's what I call it.
like I like when they do the little slashy, I'm like, all right, that. But when they shape them up,
Yeah.
and oh, like it gives a perfil a la cara. And I'm like,
Just
bro, I'm
straight.
good.
Just
I like my caterpillars where they are, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Man, I like them bushy, hairy, bro. Like right
Yeah,
here.
man. Me
Boom.
too, man.
But
Oh, like
one time, like I was at a barber, and one of our boys was like a barber at Golden Touch.
oh god.
Shout out to Golden Touch. And like he was like our barber for me.
For all of
Who
us.
else? All of us from the group. One day he was shaping on my beard when all of a sudden I just feel him like grab right here and pop, and I'm like, what are you doing, bro?
Without telling you.
Without telling me, like, bro, I just wanted to, like, since you have such bushy ass hair, I wanted to see how you look. That way you keep doing it, because it was an extra $15 for that. And I'm like, and I saw it, and I'm like, bro, no puede ser.
Never again.
No, dude, and it looked like I was mad all the time because he cut them. Like, remember, he cut them like at an angle. Like I look like one of those anime characters that like, bro. I'm like, no, dude, no, never again. Like,
Picture, do you have a picture of that? I need a picture of that.
I see people get that done, and I'm like,
yeah, man. My barber always asks me, and I'm like, no. Like I say no all the time. And then one time he was like, yo, let me just like I'll catch the edges. Like it won't even be like a full. And he did it, and it didn't look that bad. It honestly did not look that bad. And then there was one time too that he scared the shit out of me. He used the comb because I have really bushy eyebrows. He used the comb and like combed it up, and then like he like lowered the length of the hair with, and I thought he shaved it off completely because I can't see. I'm literally laying on my back, and he like pause, and then he goes and he like shaves it, and I was like, so I thought he shaved it off completely. So I'm like, bro, and he's like, no, you're good, bro, you're good. And he brings me back up so I can see, and I'm like, dude, like you got to give me a heads up, bro. You cannot do that to me. Like my heart like just dropped completely.
have you guys done the nose one with the wax?
I can't do absolutely the F not. No,
have you ever
I'll kill somebody. No. I shave my I have like a nose trimmer that I shave it down because I refused. Yeah, it's like I'm just like in there like fucking yeah.
Do you have that problem, Jose, with long nose hairs?
Yeah, but I just do the same thing as Alex. I'm not gonna do
yeah.
It's
a good.
I've seen them do it live.
The worst.
The reactions you get from those people,
and like it's getting me like
teary eyed.
Yeah, no.
The reaction I've seen from some people, bro, and like you see it, and it's like our hair, like I shit you not, like this long, and I'm like, bro, lo sintió en el asterisco, bro, like it's bad.
Yo, I've heard
that when
I've seen it. Somebody offered me one time in Colombia while I was getting a haircut, and the thing is, I didn't understand what he was asking me to do, and thank God I said no. Thank God I said no because he was gonna do it. He was like, oh yeah.
What did he offer you?
No, he offered the nose. Come on, man. He offered the nose wax thing because he had done the mask on my face, and then after he took that off, he was like, "Oh, do you,
bro? You know, I saved that picture and I deleted it. I don't know. Oh, because I got a new phone and I've been trying to blackmail you with it, and I deleted it.
It's a great picture, man. I think I sent it. I have to find it. I did get my phone stolen, so I don't know if I have it either. But I'll
I've
go and
never
double
gotten
check
that the face mask
It's
stuff.
cool.
I
It's
mean,
cool, but
I've
you know the
looked
problem
at it.
is that I never do it, and then when I do it, I break out. So I don't break out. Like I have a baby face, but what happens is usually when like a girl will be like, "Oh, let's do the little face thing or whatever," I'll do it, and then like a week later, I get fucking pimples, and I'm like, "This is why I didn't want to do it, bro." Like now I got whiteheads on my shit, and they're like, "That means it's getting clean and your shits are opening up," and I'm like, "No, bro, just because you got pimples doesn't mean I want pimples. Like my face has been good for 30-something years. Like I think I'm fine
And
without
I
it."
didn't know this. I'm very ignorant, but I didn't know this. But like when women wear a lot of makeup, like when they take that off, like their pores get so clogged up from the makeup, they break out from that stuff. I'm like,
Yep.
I don't know if that's like a good thing. Like
Why would
some
I? Why
reason
would you want to
someone
do it?
makeup.
Why would you want to do it? Man,
Nah.
the one thing I used to always say, I don't know if you guys agree with this in high school, man. The girls who were cute in high school were banging and they didn't have to wear makeup. Back in my day, they didn't wear makeup. And then I remember I took this one girl in
Why do you
particular,
say
I
it like
took her
that,
out.
bro? Like you're old
What?
as shit. Back in
Because
my day.
I am a lot older, man. Like that 4 year, 5 year difference is a huge difference, man. You guys talk about FCATs. I didn't even have to do FCATs, man. That's
Yeah, because that's in Florida. That's why.
Yeah, but the same thing, they had a test, and the same thing in the state over there in Rhode Island, they do state testing now that I didn't have to do. I didn't have to do any of that shit. I missed all of that. So
Man,
that
I'm trying
4 year,
not to
5 year
age you,
difference was
bro.
a
I'm
big
trying to be a
difference.
boy, bro. Fuck.
Listen, all I know is that I took this one of the most beautiful girls in school at that time. I took her to one of the proms, and she wore makeup. It was our junior year. She wore makeup, and I swear to you, I was like, in my head, I was like, don't ever do it again. In my head, I was like, oh my god, you look terrible. Like I was like ashamed to even take a picture with her because she was so like plastered up, and she did the spray tan. And she got orange as F. Like she got orange. And she had the white gloves. She was looking like Mario. I was like, bro, stop it, bro, right now. Just stop it. I was so upset, bro. I was so upset.
Looking
So
like
upset.
Charmander.
Yeah. Yo, for real, man. I hope she doesn't watch this podcast and she'll be like, this mother.
No, but like I I don't think that when we were in high school, not a lot of girls wore makeup.
That's what I'm saying. You
Not
were into
when
the
I was in high
girls for
school, they
their
didn't wear
look.
makeup. Well, there were a couple.
I actually before
There were a
I
couple.
actually got in trouble once. Not in trouble. She was nobody to me. She was I told her friend that I think she wears a lot of makeup. And in the middle of the class, you guys know how blunt I am. She was like, Jose, I heard that you said that I wear a lot of makeup. And I was like, you kind of do. So, like, what do you want me to say? And she got all embarrassed. I was like, why are you calling me out in the middle of the class? I'm just saying, like, you do wear a lot of makeup. You look a little paste, you know. And I was
That's
like,
the
yo,
thing.
what? If
Not a
you're
lot
going to
of
call
girls in
me
high
out,
school
I'm going
wear
to answer
makeup.
back. So
Because that's the thing. Like not a lot of girls wear makeup in high school, but the ones that do are still learning how to put it on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
They
the
still got
problem.
it was
they don't know how to
cakey.
blend it right.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like cakey, dude. It was
I remember, and me and Jose went to the same high school, and I don't know if you remember the girl, but there was this girl that had a really great body. Like she was really pretty, and her face was, but she would put just the most, and you
Cake.
could like like a like a mime, bro. Just right here, this oval, just full of makeup, bro. Like you could
and here
see
too, you could tell.
right here,
like my tan, like that.
yeah, like that. I'm
This is
like,
natural though.
baby, get that brush, and you know how when you paint,
Damn.
you have to
Yeah.
spread the paint,
You
make
Yeah.
it nice.
know.
Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah. No, there was a lot of girls that whoever did do it definitely was way caked
They
up.
were
Way
still
They
learning
were
because,
they
like,
were
you
learning.
were
We're still
what,
learning.
16,
Yeah.
15?
Imagine us, bro. Like if we learned how to shave. If we had a beard back then, we would not know how to shave, bro.
Well, I
I
used
had
to,
I had a
well,
beard.
You
when
knew how
did
to
you get
shave,
your
bro?
beard, Alex?
I got a beard, I want to say in the end of sophomore year. Like I had a little small strip, like a little chin strap. And then the reason it got thicker was
Oh,
because
you
my
were one of
barber.
those guys that just
Yeah.
this little thing.
Well, yeah,
right?
because at the time my barber just kept doing it that way. And then one time he was like, "Yo, you want to like grow the length and like the width?" And I was like, "Let's try it." And then he did it, and I was like, "Let's keep it." Like it looked so banging. I was like, "Let's keep it." And I just went from there on. But yeah, around the end of sophomore year, I want to say I started growing mine.
I started growing junior, senior year.
Hmm.
I didn't think I was gonna grow a beard actually until I actually did.
Look at that.
I always
Jose,
wanted
what about
one,
you?
though.
Like 30 years ago, bro.
What did you fucking get, like tonic or something and put it on your face or something? What do you mean 3 years ago?
I
Yeah,
don't know, bro. Like, Yeah, like
Yeah, it was either the little stubble right
I
here,
had
and
the goatee for
the
like
George Michael,
for you.
the George Michael.
George Michael, not even the Hulk Hogan. Jeez.
No, right
No,
here.
brother, I
Boom.
did not have the Hulk Hogan,
That
You
is
know which one
classic.
I actually when like I always wanted a beard, but what look I actually wanted to like it was the 70s look where they got the beard
The chops?
right here, all this, and then nothing here, and then it would
Nothing
connect
here.
to your mustache. It was just this.
Yeah, the
I
chops,
always
bro.
wanted that look, but like it doesn't connect here. And my wife will literally like divorce me if I stay with that look. One time, just messing around, I just left the stash, and she's like, "Get away from me, you pedophile."
Whoa, that's true love.
Wow.
She's like, "Go shave that off." She hates she likes
Jeez.
the beard, but just the stash. She's like, either you shave all of it or you're not kissing me until you grow your beard back because you look weird.
Damn, that's
That yeah, the chops, I don't think the chops are in at all.
Well, I've had like I play with my beard a lot, especially when I was single. I would do a lot of stuff with it. There was one time I let it grow out like up to like here.
Stop it. I need to see a picture
Yeah,
of that.
yeah. I think well, this is like like post pandemic era where you didn't. So I would let it grow, and I did have it long
I knew you past pandemic. I don't remember that.
yeah, I had it long as shit. The thing is that like it would curl up, but I would have to like continually, and it would grow up to like right here, dude. Yeah.
No,
But
I had
my wife
designs.
was
I
not
had
a fan.
designs, man.
Yeah, and then I also had
like the
to
Hunger
start
Games
college.
guy.
To start college, before college, I had actually like shaved my head, so I was bald, and then my hair was slowly growing. So what I did, I left my sideburns like
Shaved
cholo
his head,
sideburns.
bro.
I shaved my head. It was for a promise we made for like a soccer team with my brothers. So we all had to shave our heads. And there is pictures of this. I could actually pull them up if you guys want.
Yeah,
Well,
just
but
straight
I
bald,
left for
bro.
Jesus.
college. I left my sideburns up to like right here, like long as shit. And that's
No
actually
way.
my ID for Miami-Dade College.
I had a dick mohawk at 18.
Looking like a kingpin, bro.
A dick
I really
mohawk.
I had a dick mohawk at 18. Yeah, at 18, was it 18? Yeah, I was 18 years old, and I got a dickhead mohawk. And I remember telling my barber, who was going to I think he was in high school at the time. It was either 18 or 21. I forget which one it was, but either way, I said I just want to be the biggest dickhead in the world. So that's why we did it. So he literally did the mohawk. I let my hair grow out as much as I could, and then he like brought these sides to like a one, and then he did like literally like my head was like the dickhead was right here, and then the shaft went all like was the mohawk, and then it went all the way to the back. And in the back,
Is this
he
the
with
thing you
the
need to tell us, Alex? It's a safe
no, no,
space.
no, 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 no. It is a safe place. It was. I wanted to be the biggest dickhead in the world, and in the back he
You
put
want
the
to have
balls. He
dicks
put the
on your
shape.
head.
He put the shape of the balls, and he put like three little like hairs. Like he like so it looked hysterical. Everybody loved it. We thought it was hilarious. But I literally Friday I had my birthday party, and then like Saturday I had to go and get it shaved, the balls shaved off because I was going to work at Banana Republic at the time, and like I could not wear a dick. So I think it was 21 because at the time I was 21. I think So I literally
Imagine
had to
being a
shave
Banana Republic that's really fine,
with a
like
big ass dick head.
a big ass dick. Like, how can I help you? Get away from me. Fuck
I'll
away
get
from me.
pictures. Yeah, I'll get
You would
pictures for you
have
guys.
gotten the same response as Huli. Get away from me, pedophile.
Get away
Get
from
away
me.
from
Yeah, yeah. No, like I've never done anything like that, but I had the mullet, and I actually want to bring it back.
No,
The thing
don't
is
do
that,
it.
guys, just between us and the viewers, don't get married.
The 5 years.
Dude, I'm an adult and I have a bedtime. I am an adult.
You
I
need a
can't.
bedtime though.
Yeah,
You fucker. You know
Yeah.
what? This time I'm gonna curse. You fucker will be sending reels at 1 a.m. and then at 5 a.m. send another one. Where the hell are you sleeping, bro? I
Talk
it's
about
not the
12:30.
same crop. Where the hell are
Talk
you
about
guys
it.
sleeping?
Talk about at 12:30. Like, hey, you up? You want to get some drinks? Like, bro, what? I'm in bed, bro. I'm cuddled up in bed right now. What? No, I do not want to get drinks
You
right now. I
too,
got.
bro. You two
The,
have
the last couple of years,
shitty
I've gotten
sleeping patterns.
the last couple of years. I actually used to be a really good sleeper, but the last couple of years, I've been like, I don't know if I have insomnia or something, but it's really hard for me to get to sleep. So I'm up at 2, 3 in the morning. Just shit, I need something to do.
That's
So
why you
yeah,
need a bedtime. And then you guys are judging me when I go to sleep at 10 p.m., bro? No, dog.
Yeah, but that's because you're a
Outta
bitch.
here.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
that's a whole
I don't give
different
a
that's a whole
damn.
different reason.
That's because you're a
I don't
flaming
give-
homosexual.
I can wake up at 5 a.m. go to the gym. Hooty's hating his life at 3
Yeah.
3 a.m.
I get weird at that time. Like, you know, when you get like your mind goes to places that you don't
delusional.
want it to go.
Yes, you're delusional.
Like you start questioning shit. You're like, bro,
And I'm not even high.
Oh man. All right. Well,
Oh,
I mean
guys.
that should wrap it up for today's episode. I mean, we went into some weird stories and some weird admissions. This is not a safe place, by the way. So
it's not. It's not.
but that's okay. That's okay. We had a good time anyways. So guys, joining us. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you to everybody who
All right, guys.
joined us.
Take care, guys.